welcome back to my channel. I am your girl, Carmel Jean-Francois out of the New York City area, owner and founder of CFit Coaching. Let's talk about the benefits of running. It's pretty much the same benefits you get from just carrying on with movement, exercise, be it weight training, a sport, or walking or running. And the benefits can be physical, social, and mental. So physically, we know that it bumps up and improves our cardiovascular level, right? And not only that, it keeps us leaner. It helps us metabolize what we eat in a very efficient way. It's just a great part of our overall physical fitness. And socially, you can join clubs, you can run with a partner, run with your family. Just go out and run and enjoy other people's company, like other runners. And that's always fun to do. That's always something that is welcomed. And for those of you who don't necessarily want a partner when you're running, maybe this is your time to really look internally. I often call running my meditation. Sometimes I get these moments and bursts of clarity. And so the mental aspect of it, it's a stress reliever. It clears your mind. It helps you focus, and it also helps you be completely present, especially if at first you're really running through some discomfort and you just really assess where you are in your fitness. It just really helps you focus on being present right here and now. And there's so much to be said for that, overall health and wellness. And this is what I promote. Another thing I love about running is that it takes me outdoors. I love to put my sneakers on and experience the different seasons here in New York as I run. Running in the winter is different than running in the spring. It's different than running in the summer. It's different than running in autumn. So it's always a different experience, and I'm here for it all. I'm always anxious to get out and get me a nice, good run during any of the season. Even when it's cold, feeling that cold air in your lungs, there's something about it. Of course, you acclimate to it. So it's nothing that I would suggest just go out and try it. This is something that we would have to do step by step, right? It's all a practice. I didn't just get up one day and run a half marathon or a marathon, right? We have to take baby steps. Literally, we are taking baby steps, and we're going to go through all of that. Some other benefits to running. It's definitely something that we don't have to be competitive with, but we can if we want to, right? And we can be quite competitive. So we can just do it for the mere sport of it. We can do it for the benefits that we just spoke about. Or we can take it to competition levels and run with a group, run with a team, register for races and participate in races and score. And it's just an exhilarating experience all around. Even if you're not competing with the next person, you always have an opportunity to compete with your previous race. How well you did this time versus how well you did last time. So running is incredible. Another thing I love about running is it's fairly inexpensive. And I say fairly because the sneakers, we have to make sure that we have good sneakers on our feet as we run because we want to prevent injury. And the winter time is another time we would probably really care to invest a little bit in the cold gear that is available in sports stores for us not to suffer too much from the cold weather as we run. Okay, so there are a few different types of running that we can do. We can do the road running, and road running is exactly what it sounds like. Literally all you have to do is step out your door and start running. It's usually running on paved streets, sidewalks, any path, just outdoors. And it's the easiest, and I feel like it's the most convenient and what we are actually even exposed to the most. It's the most popular way of running if you're running outdoors. So that's definitely one of the ways. And the next type of running is the treadmill, or the treadmill, as some of my runners would call it. But there's nothing wrong with the treadmill. In fact, I feel like it's a necessary tool. And what it does, it gives us the convenience and the option to run indoors when running outdoors is not ideal. Be it too dark, that was my reason for a long time. Because when I was running out, when I was running, it was just too dark for me to be out, and I was not going to subject myself to any danger. Or if it's stormy out, but you still want to get the run in, but the treadmill is actually easier than running outdoors. And although it is set up for incline and pace and even resistance, it's still a very different run. Are you still doing well for your body? Yes. In fact, it might even be easier on the joints because of the padding on the floor of the treadmill, as opposed to running outside on the pavement. It can be a little bit jarring to your joints if you're not used to it. It's something that gets used to, and we're going to talk about even how we place our feet on the ground as we run. Makes a big impact on the impact of our joints. So that's definitely something we're going to be discussing too. So treadmill definitely has its place, and I think it's a great option for those who don't have the option, or maybe don't even really want to be outdoors running. Maybe running for you is torture enough, right? So give me my TV and a comfortable space and let me run on a treadmill, and that's fine too. You know, I promote movement in any way, shape, or form that it comes, as long as we're doing it in a healthy way that won't promote any injuries. The next run is race, right? When we go out for a run and it's just casual, and we just do it because, hey, let's see what I can do this time, or I'm with a friend and we're chatting away, or just being together, that's one thing. But when you're focused on a goal to run a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, a full marathon, an ultra marathon, each run presents itself with a challenge for you to achieve in order to get to your final destination, that particular race and that distance. And many times I would definitely recommend that you're working with some type of a plan to get you to your ultimate goal, working with a coach or working with a team to get you to your goal without injury, right? And without really burning yourself out and kind of looking at the sport like, this is not something that I want to do anymore. That was too painful. Running should always be an enjoyment if this is something that you want to do, of course. The trail run is one of my favorites. I have a park right by where I live, and I call it my backyard because this park is amazing. And it has the woods, and it has paths, and it has a bridle path, right? That's for the horses. And it's just exquisite. And again, no 2 weeks during the course of the year with the changing seasons ever look the same. And it's about being in the great outdoors and just enjoying the fresh air that comes with being amongst trees and leaves and flowers. And it's incredible. So if you ever get an opportunity to do a trail run, definitely take that opportunity. But it's different from road running because you have to watch your step a lot more. In those trails, in the woods, the ground is never as level as it may appear. There might be some dips and branches that you didn't see, and you might trip or fall a little bit. But don't worry, just taking it to stride, don't resist anything, and just experience it. The track running. Now, the track offers a different run. Sometimes you could just go around and around and around. Maybe you have some music or some podcast or something in your ear and you're listening, and you can get lost in that run, and that's fantastic. But the track is also a place where you can improve on your speed, on your stride, on your gait, where you can pay attention to what your legs are doing, what your arms are doing, and how you're breathing. You can take that opportunity because it's level. The ground is usually padded to some extent, or maybe you have an old-fashioned track, which is charming as well. But that's where you get a chance to really connect with what your body is doing, and you have it's more of a way where you can keep track, right? So if you go out in the woods or in the streets, things might be different, where a light catches you where it didn't before, and you really can't keep track of your footing and your speed because of other factors. So the track is a very controlled environment if that's what you're looking for too. So I think that's a great opportunity. So that's it I want to share with you today. I don't want you to get too tired of me too quickly. The next part of this 5-part series is going to be getting started, what you'll need to get started to go out for a run or walk. Remember, everything that I'm mentioning about running really can be applied to walking. So keep that in mind, and if you have any questions at all at any time, let me know. Leave it in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. So until then, I'll see you next time.